holidays are around the corner, and you know what that means: stress and probably overeating. Joining me now to share some natural ways to relieve heartburn and ulcers is Dr. Clark Hansen from the Hansen Clinic of Natural Medicine. It's good to see you, Dr. Hansen.
Good to see you again.
We were talking about, ulcers. We hear people who have it, but how many Americans suffer from ulcers?
It's real common. About 30 million Americans have heartburn or acid indigestion they feel every day.
Every day, wow.
There's about a million people that go to the hospital every year for treating an ulcer, and frankly, 6,500 people die every year from a bleeding ulcer or an ulcer that perforates or just blows out, and you get a hole in your stomach or your intestines, and some people actually bleed to death because of that. So it's something that kind of can sneak up on you. People feel this kind of indigestion, they're not sure what it is.
Yeah.
And frankly, a lot of your viewers are just like you, they're women, they're moms, and they frankly are the primary caregivers in their house. They got to figure out, is something going on? I need to take my child or my husband, recommend my husband go to the doctor.
Good point.
You know, I've had a daughter who, even in middle school, I think she was 6th or 7th grade, had the beginnings of an ulcer.
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of stress in our life today.
Well, this was the issue. Is that what caused
Yeah.
the key thing? Is it stress, or is it what
Stress.
you're eating?
Stress is the main cause, and foods can aggravate that. But stress, we have so much stress today, everybody knows that. Your husbands may feel this. Your viewers may be saying, you know, my husband's been complaining about this gnawing, burning pain, and should I make him go to the doctor? Because guys just often don't go. But you're afraid to, because you know they're either going to give them a drug that's going to cause some side effects you don't want to have, or surgery, which you definitely don't want to have. So I'm going to talk about some things you can do to prevent them, some foods we can eat, and some supplements that formulations that I've made that are just amazing. You start early, you can prevent these things. You don't want to wait until it gets to where it erodes a hole in your stomach.
Right. Well, you said stress causes them and food aggravates them.
Right.
So are these the sort of foods we should be eating more of?
Isn't it perfect timing, I think,
Yes,
for this? Because
it is. Yeah,
October, we always see these strange foods we've never seen before, these big type of squashes, a delicata, acorn, of course, pumpkin. These all have vitamin A and beta-carotene. That helps to heal and protect the lining of the intestinal tract and your skin, so very important. And onions are amazing. You know, you throw away this outside peel that's kind of paper-like. That has quercetin. Quercetin is a powerful antihistamine nutrient. It helps to protect the lining of the stomach from the excess acid as well. It reduces histamine. Most of the drugs that we have either block acid through just like calcium carbonate, just neutralizes it, or they give these histamine blockers. Well, here's a natural histamine blocker.
But you know, you've said in the past too, when you bring a basket like this, we have to eat like this every day. There's no way we're going to eat.
Well, very few people are going to eat. I don't know anybody that eats the quercetin out of an onion. We throw that away. So it's hard to do. So yeah, we've formulated some products that put these into encapsulated form.
I gotcha.
So that we put that together. Licorice is another great example of a food, but nobody actually eats real licorice root. You only eat it if you go to the movies. And,
right, and we usually eat the red.
And the red actually has no licorice in it. There's just no licorice. So here on the TV, you'll see the real licorice. That's why it looks kind of like rope, but it's a root. It looks like bark, just wood. But the licorice powder is very powerful. It actually stimulates healing and repair of the intestinal tract lining, where the drugs just block the acid.
I see, and that's what you can find in what you brought today.
So this product right here we have called Peptic has the licorice root, it has the quercetin, it also has some aloe vera, which heals the ulcers. But the main thing is you got to treat the stress. The stress stimulates dumping of acid into the stomach.
Right.
And if you got to control the stress, so we can do that through lifestyle. You can, just slow down. If everybody would slow down a little bit.
We need to do more of that.
Exercise.
And we have a picture here. This is the stomach, and this is the lining that you said.
Right.
You can have literally a hole right
you
through
can
that
just
lining.
poke a hole in that stomach, anywhere from the small intestine through the stomach up to the esophagus up at the top. And this close-up image is where the esophagus has been, there's so much acid it's actually kind of bubbling up through the top of the throat, and that causes what we call GERD. A lot of people are hearing that lately, or seeing advertisings for drugs to treat GERD, which is just gastroesophageal reflux, so it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's just all a continuum from a little canker sore in the mouth, that's an ulcer. You can take our licorice root powder in a supplement, open it up and actually put it in the mouth, heals those ulcers in a day.
Wow.
Just amazing. It does that throughout the intestinal tract. Instead of just blocking acid, it actually heals the problem. But you got to treat the stress. Sugar, caffeine, they stimulate increased acid because they actually stimulate adrenaline. Caffeine is very much like adrenaline. That stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, dumps acid into the stomach. So this product we have called Tranquil Clarity is amazing for calming the nervous system.
Gotcha, and that deals with the stress, and the other one deals with the actual ulcers.
Right.
Thank you, Dr. Hanson. Really good tips, because I know a lot of people who suffer from ulcers,
Right.
especially with the holidays coming around, it intensifies. So
Exactly.
if you want more information on the Hanson Clinic of Natural Medicine, you can go to drhanson.com or call the phone number you see right there on your screen. Get that taken care of today.